Hi guys, my name is Glenn Fernandez and I've shot many videos on YouTube and everybody asks me when I'm traveling that how come the quality of the sound is so clear, whether it's the voice or whether it's the instrument. Well, in today's time where you have so much of lockdown, people are at home and a lot of musicians want to teach online, they want to perform online, they want to do so many things using these online platforms, and having a laptop, things become so easy for you. Now a lot of people think that using a laptop and you select maybe a inbuilt microphone of the laptop, and you're having a speaker, the laptop will pick up every information and it'll be clear to the audience, but it is not so clear, especially when you're doing a webinar or you're doing a teaching session with someone, or even if you're performing live, like you're doing a Facebook live or a YouTube live, any kind of thing. You have to make sure you send the data properly so it reaches out to people when they hear on their headphones much more clear. So I would suggest to have very basics that are really important. First of all is having a good microphone. Any dynamic microphone can be good enough. As long as you can speak inside it and it's clear, it's good enough. Make sure the cable is great quality. Along with that, you would need, or if you're using a keyboard, to play, probably you're going to have good cables to connect. A good jack-to-jack cables would be really good. The most important is your sound card. You got to make sure you have a very basic sound card. There are so many sound cards in the market. You can Google it, you can YouTube it. There are so many people talking about. So you can use any of these sound cards that are available. A basic 2x2 is also good enough. I use an Audiogram, which is like an ancient old, but it still does the job. It's much more good for me. So I use that. So I connect everything. I connect my keyboard and my microphone to my Audiogram, and the Audiogram connects to the laptop via USB. Now what happens with that is, if you're using a Mac, you have this drop down in your menu of your speakers. You can then select the Audiogram or your audio interface, whichever you're connecting. Now by doing that, all the computer will receive all the information that you need in good quality, because that's what you want to give your audience. Now when you select any of these applications like Zoom or YouTube Live, they have these preferences in the audio. So now when you connect your audio interface to that, and when you drop down the menu, you will see in that audio preferences that you need to select the audio card which is mentioned there. When you do that, automatically you'll see that when you speak, it's much more clear to the audience that's listening to you. So if your student is listening to you, he can hear you much more clear. So if you're giving a vocal lesson, it's much easier. If you're teaching keyboard, it's much more clear to your student to again hear. If you're a singer-songwriter, you're doing like a home concert for people on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, then your instrument as well as your voice both can sound very clear to everybody who's watching, especially if you're having a mass audience listening to you. It's much more clear to the end audience. Now, apart from all that, obviously you should always look at the room you're recording in. If you're doing something like this, like in a small studio like this, it's much convenient, because then you can control the dynamics of the sound. If you're using a big kind of a hall, it's going to be difficult, because you'll have sound that's traveling and you'll not be able to listen too much, and you're going to push on volume. A lot of people think putting speakers close by and making the laptop sound, it'll sound great, but it's not the right way to do things. So having a simple sound card with your microphone and your keyboard or instrument like a guitar connected to it and connecting to the computer will do the job for you. I hope this video helps you in getting better quality in your videos from now onwards. Just make sure you have a decent room, it's well lit so people can see you clearly, and best of luck. If you have anything else that you want me to cover, like videos like how can you do this or do that, please comment in the comments below, and I will try to make the video for you as soon as we can. Till then, take care.